What are you doing, beloved?
Attention, attention, my black brothers. What I want y'all to do right now is take out the do-rag, the silky, tie it down. I want to see the waves glistening. If you got nappy hair, pick it. Don't let nobody discourage you.
Ariel.
Black boy, black boy.
To keep the bitch nearby.
Not that. So what is everybody's plans for Halloween, if you all have them? What's going on this weekend for the girls?
The devil's holiday.
Okay, girl, trick-or-treating. What do you want to call it? Anybody has plans?
I'm gonna be in this house. What do you mean?
Okay. What about you, Stevie?
So I did think I had a party to go to on Saturday, but it switched to Friday. So now it's very up in the air, but I'm probably gonna get around some friends, probably get some drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's definitely to be drunk, because Halloween has never been on a Saturday in a while. So it's to be drunk. Absolutely.
No, all of the holidays this year are supposed to be on weekends, turn up. Thanksgiving is on a Thursday. Everything is fucking planned. So I'm we need to utilize it. I don't have plans. My ass. You don't know, Steve, but I don't go out that much unless it's really an emergency. So I'm probably going to get a bottle of wine, watch some very much scary movies or semi-scary. Then
I'm doing Hocus Pocus and them other
No. Okay, I'll do a Hocus Pocus, but I'm not doing the horror movies. Absolutely not.
Yeah, girl, just do them Disneys.
Absolutely.
Oh
Disney always got me right. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So what is up, everybody? It is your boy, lordevery.
And I'm derwinking.
And welcome back to another episode of That Black Boy Joy, where we create a space where black boys can be themselves.
And so much more.
And you guys, girls, and anybody in between, we have a guest on the show. You see, I said guys, girls, and anybody in between.
Yes, thank you, girl. Thank you, girl.
Yes, because I would have kept going. We have a guest, as you all may have heard. We have Stevie from Him Podcast in the building today. He is an advice blogger, and he is 1/4 of a co-host with Him Podcast and things of that nature. So we have him on the show with us today. How are you doing, sir? What's up? What's tea?
I'm well. I'm doing great. Due to everything that's going on in the world, I found a place where I could be calm, cool, collected, and still be myself. So yeah, I'm doing good.
And for people that are not watching the YouTube or hearing visually, the girl is on the go right now. The girl is moving and grooving.
I'm moving. I'm always going. I am a busy girl, even during quarantine. Yes, I have a lot of things that I'm doing. So
yes, we live for that. We live for us. Yeah. Let's go. Let's move.
Gotta go.
We have a question that we always ask our guests, and of course, we're going to ask you because you're a guest on the show. But what does Black Boy Joy mean to moi or you? Yeah.
Black Boy Joy means being able to wake up happy, even when things aren't going the right way. Somewhere during the day, you're able to find some part of happiness, because even in the midst of us going through quarantine, COVID and everything, there has to be a moment where you find happiness. Mm-hmm. That's in listening to music, writing in your journal, going for a walk, just detaching yourself from everything that's going on. So Black Boy Joy is, if I can get up and I can be happy for at least 5 minutes, I'll take 5. Because sometimes you might not get that 5 minutes. So if you get it, you might want to hold on to it as much as you can, because you don't know what the next couple hours are going to be about. So yeah, if I can hold on to a little bit of happiness, that's my Black Boy Joy.
Yeah.
I think you're the first person to mention the pandemic in your definition of Black Boy Joy. I appreciate the relevance of it.
Come on.
Because I like to remind everyone, and not to make everyone sad, but just so people allow themselves some grace, that we are in the midst of a pandemic that is worsening as we speak.
Yes, true. I'm yeah, girl, I've not even thought about I'm normalizing it as much as I need to be.
It's a bad idea.
Crazy. It's I don't know when we're ever going to not. So Black Boy Joy, literally, I'm going to start considering that shit while I'm in COVID. Yeah. But we are going to go right into our Black Boy Joy spotlight of the week. So this week we have a guy by the name, or someone of the name, by Warren Dumas. So he has dropped.
So can I tell you a story? I don't need
Let's go.
To interrupt.
Let's go.
Yes, you can.
But that's whose listening party I'm going to.
Look at that.
Shout out.
Look at how God works. Yes.
So first of all, shout out to Warren Dumas.
Shout out to my baby Warren. Yes.
They are recording artists. First of all, To You is the shit. Very much Beyonce vibes. Very much
Yes.
just giving me I don't know if it's in New Orleans, but the girl is going through the streets, just giving it to me. B-Day all over. He actually, his EP or the EP is dropping today. Not today, sorry, tonight. Tonight, there's a listening party going on, like you said. Glitter on Fire. It's an EP. We got to get excited. We got to support us. We got to get it in, and things of that nature. Music is amazing. Chemistry, love it. That's another single I've heard. And super excited. That is so ironic.
So look at that. I'm like, hey guys, I'm actually going somewhere, so we're gonna bust this out. But I'm actually going to the artist that you're speaking about. That's so crazy.
Because I had two people, but then my gut, like two people, I was like, I said I was on Instagram and I was like, wait, this is dropping tomorrow. So like, let me get into it. So yeah, shout out to Warren for the amazing single and also the project that is dropping. I hope that is amazing. I'm going to be streaming it. I definitely am going to be listening to it repeatedly.
You know what? I'll give you a little insight. I've heard the entire EP.
Oh yes.
And you girls are in for a treat. You girls are in for quite a treat. That is my boy. I am so proud of him. So yeah, the project, you girls are gonna live.
I'm here. Thank you for that. So we are going to also just jump right into our hot topics, like we never have not. We've done it always. So let's start off with I'm gonna say New York. Wow. Okay, so Nene Leakes gave us a little bit of a snippet of a talk show at her, club Lanithia, and the girls were, had a lot of opinions about it. So I wanted to know what were your thoughts and what was going on in your heads about.
Funky Dineva said somebody needs to tell her to take that down. I said, oh well, yeah. Stevie, I'm so curious to know what you think about it. Actually,
okay. So here's the thing. I am a Nene stan.
Okay, I know.
Nene. I love Nene to death, and I honestly think I don't really think that this show. Here's the thing, the show. I wish she wasn't on it. Now, if it was just gay men, yes. If Nene is like trying to use her celebrity to give these guys an opportunity, yes, I'm here for that. The way that it was displayed is that Nene will be the host, and these other guys will kind of be like her minions or her gay. We don't need that. I would want for Nene to be like executive producer because she's been on Housewives for so long, and then to give these guys an opportunity because they all look like great guys. They all look like they have personality, and I'm a girl with personality, so I love it. But I just think that the show would be better if Nene wasn't the face of it. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to let the gay men be gay men, let them do that. If you want to be the executive producer and give these guys an opportunity because it's so hard for people to get on, give it to them. I just think it needs to be changed a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if there was like a Zoom-esque type of show. Like, you know how they have, the housewives have the little show that they have where they like go in, and then also I think the one Claudia has, I don't know, Sis with Cocktails, whatever they call it. I don't know. She had a very lengthy message.
That read was actually spot on. I know you don't want to hear this, Stevie, but it was spot on. See, the thing about Claudia, which I've said on here before, is we know that she's just not that girl. She's
never
not have it. You know,
she never be.
But the girl can read, all right, because she pulls the cards that are present. She don't pull them out of thin air, you know. So I have always been a huge Nene fan. However, my Sagittarius sis has some qualities that I like to be honest about, okay? Because of Nene's, likely, let me not act like I'm a therapist because I'm not. Likely because of Nene's experiences, she exhibits narcissistic-like behavior. And so I think towards the end of the show, as she was watching these women sort of compete for like head peach, she really started to fucking lose it.
Oh,
and
God.
I hated watching her go out like that. And I hate that. One thing I do like about it is that she's handling the criticism very well, which she always has. Like publicly, she's just like, yeah, I mean, thank you for the attention, which I'm sure she wanted in anyway. But it's just, I'm sad to see her go out sad.
Yeah, I mean, the girl is she's doing things. She has the Lanithia. She has her show with the gays. So hopefully some good things come out of it. But also the promo for the new season dropped today.
Oh yeah, boring.
How does
lackluster?
It did.
Okay,
it looked
good.
just
good.
It looks so
Trash.
stupid. Like I don't care
it was
about
not,
anything that's
it
going
was
there.
not appealing. I'm not here for it. I think
Somebody
the
said
only reason I would
looks-
watch is for Portia. Portia is
Yes.
the only other girl that I would watch for. I love Portia.
Yes.
Somebody said I think very rushed. I think people said
Very,
very.
I believe.
It does
What did I
look
put?
rushed.
I said force.
Oh, that
That's
was
what I
you.
said on
Okay, that was
Twitter.
you.
I was
Yeah.
like, it's very forced. It's like, why are we talking about Candy's baby mama drama and
What?
child support again?
Oh, that stupid ass
Candy.
child support shit. Yeah.
Candy.
Candy
You make
talked
so
about
much
that.
money. I could have swore you were doing things on the shy and things of that nature. There are so many other things you could touch on, Candy. Why are you back on child support? Why?
No, seriously, her mom was talking about that like 3 seasons ago. She sat up there,
Yes.
she cried. I think it was like season 10. You should chase her. I'll never forget it.
Yes. But Candy, you make so much money. I mean, make it make sense for me, Candy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I love Candy. It's no shade because she is a boss and she
Me
makes her money.
too.
But I don't know if I would want to be on television talking about child support again.
And she has
Yeah.
nothing else to
Like
talk
3 or
about.
4 seasons later, like, okay, Candy, so this is the best you got. Listen, we could just
Yes.
let Candy go. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could just let her
Yeah.
go.
Since we just giving
she has
peaches
so
to
many
anybody.
business. Yeah, she has so many
Apparently
businesses.
we're not.
She's totally fine at what she's gonna find a way to
Mhm.
make it
Apparently,
back.
we're not giving peaches to just anybody because somehow we ended up with 5 girls. And the Peach Daily Report, which I love to follow, even though they be giving a bit too much information,
That part.
they were like, quality
Latoya.
over quantity. But I don't know that Drew Sidora is going to be enough for that 5-girl slot to be like, meaningful. I don't know if Shamia just doesn't want to be a housewife, but I almost feel like that would have been slightly interesting.
Shamia would be a great addition. I like
I think
Shamia.
so
Yeah.
too.
I think Shamia is great.
Like,
Yeah.
why didn't we get her? I don't know who this Latoya Forever girl is. I don't really care to see
YouTuber.
her.
She's a
You
YouTuber.
a YouTuber. Hmm?
She's a YouTuber girl. She's bringing YouTube girls in now. Like once
Now
she-
Oh,
That's
is
what
she?
sounds
I mean,
forced.
weren't the YouTube girls already here? Because everybody like the mask
So-
and the makeup and
that is true. But on mainstream television now, like now she's
Okay.
bringing the girls to now since they think that that since she made it, now these girls can start to like do their thing as well through YouTube.
Ooh.
I'm like, come on, entrepreneurs.
Oh,
I said, come on, entrepreneur ladies.
take it back.
hey,
Return
come on,
to
entrepreneurs.
She's a friend, so we're gonna see what that looks like. I feel like it's gonna be very lackluster. So we hope that the show actually can continue on. Really quick, we're gonna talk about Ivy Park. So today, Ivy Park dropped its online piece, but tomorrow it's actually going to stores. Is anybody looking into it? Is anybody excited about this? I'm not. I don't really.
I mean, I think Ivy Park is a great clothing line. Beyonce stays on top of her shit, and she's always evolving and making new things pop. But I see a lot of the girls complaining that it's sold out already.
Yes.
I don't think I can't do that. See,
Yeah.
I already know that's what it's gonna give. I could have bought like a little hat or something. It's gone already. So I mean, for who it's for, congratulations. I would love to see all the pictures that people are about to post in their Ivy Park. I
Mhm.
loved it the last collection. I thought it was dope. But am I chasing after Ivy Park? No.
We are not. We are not. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, neither am I.
I think I'm gonna say my fingers don't work that fast on the computer. It's like-
I had a friend that was like really early trying to get it and got some things, but tried to come back and it was no longer there. So
oh shit.
I was like, wow.
See? Mm-mm.
Really quickly, our girl Ariana Grande is dropping a project tonight. She says, super excited about that. Positions was great for me. I don't know about the other girls, but
I've been singing it in the shower.
I
Regularly.
Live.
Do you know that this album leaked?
yep,
I haven't listened to it because out of respect. I don't.
I have
like
not
doing
either.
that to artists, but
I've not either.
Oh, you guys are talking about the leak?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm a music connoisseur. So when it comes to music and projects leaking, I never listen to it until the official date because I believe that these artists put in a lot of hard work.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's not fair to them for you to listen to something that doesn't release on the exact date.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just not fair to the artists. And you guys know that I love music and I
Yes.
always like supporting artists and stuff like that. So if someone drops an album or gives you a date, it's out of the respect for the artist that you wait till that date. I know you're eager. I know you want to hear the music. We all want to hear Ariana's new project, but it's like, as soon as it comes out, let it be that date. That's the reason that they chose the date. It was for a purpose. It's supposed to sell the way it's supposed to sell. It's going to sell regardless because it's Ariana Grande, but it's just like, show the artist a little bit more support and respect, guys.
Yeah.
I was really irritated about it. I think the last artist that I really cared about whose album was leaked, I think it was Beyonce. And
Four.
Yeah, like it's fucked up. Like, don't do that to people.
She said, "Never again. You hoes blew it."
Exactly.
She said, "You hoes blew it." So
I'm
hopefully,
not doing that to my girl Ari. I have full respect and what's the word I'm looking for? Loyalty to my
yes,
good sis.
same. I said, "How dare you hoes do that for my girl?" I know the lyrics to Positions, and I'm going to be right tonight listening to Warren and Ariana Grande going back and forth. So yes, but we want to get right into the meat and potatoes. The reason why we are here. We have Stevie in the building. We want to talk all things you and all things that you're working on. So first of all, can you tell the listeners and viewers a little bit about who you are and just things of that nature?
Okay, let me give a cute little bio. I'm a Long Island native. I'm from Long Island. I've been here all my life. I got attached to social media due to like a lot of live tweeting, live, live music, talking about music, being a key, as the girls would say, jokester, a little bit of a drama king sometimes. And I just brought that to social media, and that kind of elevated my, I guess I don't want to say status, because status is a huge word. I don't believe I have a status.
We need you to brag. It's okay to brag.
Okay, girl, you
we live for a brag.
No.
I
think that the girls already put that crown on my head. That like I just think that I'm the shit, and it's just like
you will wear it.
I really don't. I'm just me. I'm just trying to live in this world like everybody else.
They put that on. You didn't. So just to name that.
Okay, so I'm taking the crown. I like that. See,
you gave me that crown. I never gave myself that.
You're okay. I'm not putting on the crown that you gave me. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just started just building I want to say a brand on social media. Everyone knows me. I used to be Stevie So Fetch, and then I changed my name to Stevie Derrick. I thought that was a little more professional, even though the Stevie So Fetch is what kind of got me to where I am today.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a part of a podcast. I have that thing going on, which we've been together for 3 years, Him Podcast. We're doing great. We just reached our 100th episode last month. Yeah, now we're on like 105. And it's just been a great ride. It's been amazing to like be around for, the cast has changed here and there. I know the girls have caught that.
Yes, we have.
The 4 guys that are here now, I just want to say that, it's so great for us to have 4 queer Black men of color.
Yes.
We are in conversation. We talk about so many different topics. We've done topics from homophobia in the barbershop, mental health, sex, which all the girls love. Everyone loves is a good sex conversation.
Yes,
and it's just been a really, really dope to just like sit on a panel with people who have different personalities, different perspectives, and just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Not be serious when it's time to be serious, but when it's time to key and cackle, we definitely cut up and have a good time.
Yes, we live for that. Yeah. We need mixture. We need the conversation.
We need to blend. Yes.
We need the gag. We need all of those things. So how did you become a part of Him Podcast? What was that process?
So Malik is the creator of Him Podcast.
Yes.
He reached out to me. And I always tell this story, and I think it's the funniest thing, but I'm glad I changed. I'll say I'm glad I changed my mind.
Okay.
Malik reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I'm starting a podcast. I think your personality would be great on it." I had just started doing my whole YouTube thing, so I was just like, I really want to get my foot in here first before I just like start taking on other projects. And I was like, "Girl, I'll let you know." In my mind, I was like, "Bitch, I don't think I'm gonna do that," but I was just like. I thought about it. I think around the time it was a lot of things going on in the culture and in the LGBTQ plus community. And I was just like, you know what, Stevie, you have a voice. And a lot of people are attracted to your voice and like to hear what you have to say. So if this is a platform where I can just reach not just the people that I know in my immediate circle, but if I can reach the whole entire community on one solid platform that is geared towards my community, I'm here for it. So I gave Malik an answer. I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll join it. And it's been going on since then. Like, I'm just like, I cannot believe it's 3 years. I can't believe we're still going. We have an amazing project about to drop. I can't say too much.
Yes.
We have done some things that, the girls are going to gag. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I live for
the girls
that.
what they want. Got to give them what they want.
Give the girls what they want. The girls are going to definitely gag at this new project. You can go, so this is the direction Him is going? Great.
Like,
I'm here for it.
Boom.
Boom.
So why do you think it became so popular? Like, it definitely is a talk in the queer gay community, specifically the scene. It's a conversation. I was originally watching it and I loved it, and I was like, this is something that we need. We need something like this, just a conversation where we are raw and authentic and ourselves. So what do you think personally was the reason it became so successful?
It was because everyone on the panel had their own personality, and every person that was on it, someone could relate to. Mm-hmm. Now, me, I'll speak for myself, right? I am very, very over the top. I'm very opinionated, animated, drawn out, whatever you want to say.
You're Aries too,
and I'm also an Aries, as well as Malik. So it's like
me too.
Malik's an Aries as well. So it's very April 13th.
Oh, March 26th.
Come on, see, but yeah, it was. I think that with different personalities, somewhere along the line, no matter where you put it up or how you place it on the world, someone's going to either gravitate towards it, give it to another friend, let them know what's up, like what's going on, what these guys are talking about, and they're going to identify with, like, oh my God, I'm just like such and such, or I'm just like Stevie, or I'm just like Malik, and I'm just like, we have Aaron and Laquan now. Yeah. So it's very much of like, if someone could relate to us, I think that was the reason why, it's been so successful.
It's giving me like the real. It's giving me different type of women. Quality better, yes. But
yeah. You know what's so funny? When we first started the show, I will never forget, like, one of the comments that were under I think an Instagram post or something, like, this is like the gay view. And I was just like,
oh, I love that. That's perfect.
I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm like, the view is always changing.
Yes.
So I don't know which person I identify with. Like, am I a Whoopi? Or am I a Sunny?
Right.
Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who am I? But
maybe
that was one of the major comments we got when we first started. Like, this is the gay view, and so we started getting a little, deeper, and then like, oh no, this ain't the view. Ain't the view.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Joy. Joy's been there forever.
You're more opinionated. That's the thing. Like, you're very much. I live for you. I live through you. Like, you're my energy. Like, you are that. So I'm like, who on? I don't. The View is not my girl, so I don't know who. I don't. Last time, I don't.
Yeah.
Be a fan.
I'm like, I don't know who that is. How has it been, like, having these platforms or being this, like, having this status? How is dating or just like interactions with people been for you since you are well known in our community?
Dating has been okay. I've been taking. I was able to take a 3-year hiatus off of sex as a whole.
Yes.
And I had, it was great. I highly recommend it. But dating is okay. I want to say that sometimes guys have told me that they have been intimidated to hit me up due to how many followers I have, which I really think is kind of like, I don't really think people have the ability sometimes to detach the social media status from the real person. So it's just like, you guys are looking at what about who I really am? Like, what about Stevie? Like, apart from that. So dating has been cool. I've had a few, relationships, in some situationships that's turned into friendships and stuff like that. But I mean, it's all been cool. But when I took the 3-year hiatus, which just ended this year, because I didn't want to say a slip. I wouldn't say a slip up. I would say somebody from 5 years ago returned. We never got a chance to attach. We attached, and that was that.
Congratulations to that.
That's how it is. You're like, I know who you are. Let's get this. Let's it's whatever.
Yeah, let's go.
Grown.
Yeah, we were supposed to do this 5 years ago. Come on.
We're grown and safe. Listen, it's us, between us.
That part.
Yes. So where do you see the future of him going? I know you talked about the project, but is there, where do you see that happening, or your goals for him podcast?
So one of my major goals is for us we have to be on television. We just have to. I think when we talk about talk shows, and I know I try to compare us to the View and stuff like that. I've never seen a successful gay talk show with 4 people on a panel and just have their way with different topics and bring a little more personality to the forefront and just be authentic. Like, there are so many, like, copies. Like, we're just trying to say, like, people are like the View or they're like the Real. Ain't nobody like him podcast. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no one's bringing it the way that we're bringing it. And I love that about us. I love that we're able to just be fucking dope. You know what I mean? Like, just be dope and shit and just have great opinions on different topics.
Yes. I think about the other show. I think the only, like, close thing we had was when on Bravo, when they had
Fashion Queens.
Yeah, I
I
think
love
that.
That
But
was
it
my
was,
show.
yeah,
much.
it was
But
very
that
much
was my
stereotype.
show.
It was very much stereotypes. And it was like, Chris,
Yeah.
we give our honest opinions about pop culture. So I
Yeah.
think that was cute. But like, I definitely agree that there needs to be a space where we are on a platform where we have like discussions. Like, I think media doesn't think that it will sell, which I'm like, or marketing
Media don't know
companies.
what they talk about.
Right. I'm like, you need to try it, at least do a pilot. You need to, like, I know they had like the man cave before, which was men, and I was like, that probably is not going to be interesting. But I think that they definitely should have a space where there's queer men.
Of course.
And
Yeah.
I
agree.
appreciate Nene for what she's trying to do. I just wanted to be
Yeah.
clear.
I think they're finding it, or historically, the narrative is that it's hard for people to relate to us.
I don't
And
understand how that could be because we go through the same shit as everyone else. So what is the difference?
you know what I really think it is?
Let's get
maybe.
comfortable, girl. Let's get
Well, because
comfortable.
homophobia is absolutely a thing. And so I'm not entirely sure. I think they think, these are black men and they're gay. So they're thinking that because of racism and homophobia that the like viewership will just be significantly less than. But I don't see them like giving a chance to anyone. And honestly, I really love Fashion Queens. I don't know what the ratings looked like, but didn't they have 2 seasons or did they just have 1?
They had more, I think they had more than 2. I think it was like
Wait,
3
we're
or-
talking about Fashion Police or Fashion Queens?
Fashion Queens.
Fashion Queens. Was there 2 seasons?
Fashion Queen. They did have 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I think that really worked for them. I thought it was a really, really good setup. I love Bevy Smith.
Me too.
I am obsessed with her. If I ever see her in Harlem, it's like, Bevy,
Seriously, I saw her at Afropunk and was like, I really love you.
yes, I love her. I just thought, and Derek J and Miss Lawrence, that was perfect for them as well. That was just like, those were honestly the girls that we had to represent us. You understand what I'm saying? Because they came from Housewives and then they got on a platform and it was just like, this is what we, unfortunately, we want everyone to have like a different type of gay representation, but that's what we had. So it's just like, y'all girls get out there and do it for us. You know what I mean? So I thought it was great. I was upset that the show ended. I was just like, damn.
Well,
He had 1 foot in the door.
Maybe in 2021. First of all, if you guys get your show, when you guys get your show, that's going to open doors for a lot of people. I mean, because if you look at shows like The View, you have The Talk, and then you have The Real.
Chew.
So there are so many options.
There's so many buzz.
So many options. So you open the door, and that means that people can start envisioning themselves, and other people can start envisioning that too. I don't believe that a show with a panel of gay men will be unsuccessful. I don't believe that. I am 100% sure, as a matter of fact, especially when the group of people have opinions and they mesh well, they have great chemistry, people are going to love it. And I think if everyone's being authentic and not sort of playing to that, like, you have to be this thing to appeal to the audience, it's going to go even better.
I totally agree.
Yeah. So diving more into you and your project. So you have started the hashtag Dear Y'all and hashtag Indie Artist Spotlight. So like, tell us about that, because I love seeing who you have, like what's some new music to listen to or just the advice. Like, how did you, like, what made you start those two? And then also you named yourself the advice vlogger. And I want you to like give us what that, what that is. And because that's in your Instagram. So I was like, tell us a little bit about that too.
Okay, so with a hashtag Dear Y'all, it didn't start as Dear Y'all. It was something else. It was bandana vibes. So what I had was a whole entire segment that I used to do on Snapchat, where I would just be in my house and the thought would come across my head. I would always be rocking a bandana. So I would have a bandana on and I would just be like, I have something to say, but what am I going to call this thing? I'm like, I always have a bandana on. Why don't I just call it bandana vibes? Like, I'm always rocking a bandana. And then I like stopped for a while and I looked into like Instagram and I did like a story and I was just like I want to speak to the people. Like, what line can I use to like talk to everyone? So I used Dear Y'all. I was like, Dear Y'all, this is a letter to you. Like, this is what's going on in the world. This is the advice I have for you. And I just kept doing them. And I was getting emails and messages like, oh my God, this really helped me today. And I'm just like, oh, wait a minute. Am I giving advice? And this is on video. So it's advice, it's vlogging, I'm an advice vlogger. Like, there it is, And I just took that and stuck to it. It's coming back. I did take a break because my other project, hashtag Indie Artist Spotlight, has been taking up a lot of my time, and I love it because I'm a music lover, and I love supporting indie artists. And just like we spoke about Warren was one of the featured artists on there as well.
Yes, he was. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Yes,
oh
he
my!
was.
It's okay. Yes.
Yes. So I have a love for the hard work that indie artists put in. Major artists, I feel like sometimes, no disrespect, they honestly have everything handed to them, and they don't always put in all the work. Let's be real. And a lot of things are like by favor, or this person knows that person, and it just becomes successful due to that. Indie artists, they actually sit and they learn how to make their music. They don't have a lot of money, and they just make sure that they find a way to use their resources from themselves to make dope ass music. So I took it upon myself to just put it out like, hey, I'm looking for some artists to feature. I want to start this whole entire project. I think it will be dope for me to start interviewing you guys, promoting your music. I have a huge platform. I think it will work for not just you. It will also work for me because it would make me, look like a dope ass person for taking artists and be like, hey, these people are fucking hot. You guys listen to me every day. Listen to this as well because these people are fire. Like these people are making, I want to say, timeless music. Because major artists say that all the time, and sometimes that music don't be timeless. So I'll take it upon myself to say that every artist that I have featured on Indie Artist Spotlight has made timeless music. They are fucking phenomenal. So I made sure that I made that platform, and I'm going to continue that platform because it's, what's so crazy? With me doing this, a lot of my artists have started to collaborate, and they're going to make stuff together.
Oh, yeah.
You see that full circle moment? You see that?
You bringing the girls together. We're bringing them together.
The girls together. And that honestly makes me so happy because I'm very, very huge on support. I love making sure that the right people know the right people. If this person can succeed, this person can work together. It's just like a full circle moment for me. So yeah.
Do you have a preference for genres, or are you with the?
No, I am open as hell. I listen to every. If you see my iTunes library right now, you're gonna be like, so you're gonna start from the '60s. I'm gonna go a little punk rock, a little alternative, a little gospel, back to R&B. I'm gonna have a little rap in here. I think I can spit a bar or two. You know what I mean? It's just like. My music is all over the place. And even if you see my tweets on Twitter, it's like I will start with Ariana Grande and then make my way down to Mary Mary or something. Like, wait a minute. How did that happen? But yeah.
How do you have a favorite artist? Like, who is the person that you just live for?
Are you seriously asking me that? Y'all know who my favorite artist is? Are you kidding me? I'm actually wearing her shirt right now. Hello.
I know that all jump. I was listening to her earlier today and literally was like, Stevie.
Hello.
I wanted the listeners, the viewers. I'm like, let's hear this. Let's get it.
That's literally a well-known thing.
My favorite singer, my favorite personality, favorite person in the world is Tamar Braxton. And the reason that I love Tamar is because, first of all, she's a vocal beast. That bitch can sing her ass off. No matter what anyone says about her personality, which I have attached to, because I feel like with Tamar's personality, sometimes she's very over the top and expressive and opinionated, kind of like me. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, if I could be anybody, and I don't, people are like, oh, why would you want to be? I love her. I just love that she's just being herself, and there's no in between. You understand what I'm saying? It's just like, either you're going to take me or you're going to leave me. And that's kind of how I live my life. I'm very, very loving, but I'm just not changing. I'm just going to give you all that I got, and that's it. There's just no in between. So yeah, she's my favorite singer. And I do tap on other artists. I know people like to say, well, damn, is that all he listens to? No, Tamar has about 5 or 6 albums, guys, but I do listen to other artists. This is why Indie Artist Spotlight is here, because I listen to other music. Tamar's not the only person I listen to, but yeah, that's my girl.
Where do you see yourself in the future? So
I'm definitely going to be on somebody's red carpet doing corresponding. I have to. I think I need to do that. I have the personality for it. Probably a little more hosting. I really want to host a lot of things. I want to start. I don't want to put this idea out there, but this is an idea that I have.
Put that bitch out there.
It pertains to, like, I want to say, I'm not going to give it. I'm just going to say it pertains to playlist.
Yeah.
And events with playlist. And I just want to set something up that somehow or another becomes like a big thing. And I'll leave it at that. I just have that in my mind. And I think that I have enough connections to bring enough people around, because I know a few artists and I know a few promoters and stuff like that. And just people who just are in the media. I think that I can make this happen. So yeah, it's something. In 5 years, I want to be on the red carpet doing some corresponding, possibly have my own talk show, late night talk show. I think talk shows are, my thing. And something with the playlist idea that I have in my mind. So yeah.
I literally was thinking like a curator of playlists, but then also like an event where you like have like a lot of all of the indie spot. Like you have these, I'm just thinking, I don't know, like a lot of events that host.
So can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Are you in my business?
Listen, I'm not, but I see the vision. I see the goals. I'm very somebody like, bitch, you can make money off of anything. Like if you want to be a curator.
And it's time to make that money.
Right.
I'm just saying.
if
Apple
you do a
and
showcase,
Spotify.
that could be cool too. If you gather all the indie artists that you've been working with and have them do a performance, I think that showcase would be really cool. You sound like
you in my business as well,
girl. You also be getting awards out here too. Can we talk about that?
I do. I received Sherrod Ayers. He is a event coordinator. He also had this was what, a year ago. He had an event called Ears List. I was featured on it for the media segment. I didn't think I was going to win because there was some heavy hitters in the room, and I was just like, wait a minute. And then they said my name, and I was just like staring at my phone, and then my friend slapped my arm and was like,
get your ass up.
I said, what? It's all, I have it recorded. I might post it as a throwback Thursday one day.
Please do.
When I receive the award. But they had like top 40 people. They had it from media, I think like community, kings, queens, and like so many different categories. But I was in the media part of it, excuse me. And yeah, it was great. I love receiving awards. I wish I can get some more. I mean, hello.
It will happen. Trust and believe it will happen. Definitely.
Yeah, I love speaking things into existence. So yeah, I'm ready for more awards. And I thought that specific award was definitely like, oh my God, like I can get used to this. Yeah.
You seem so comfortable with like who you are and like giving advice to others and things of that nature. How did you get to that point of comfortability where you are giving advice and people and realizing like, oh shit, people like are actually like listening to me?
Listen to me. Let me tell you something. I think sometimes people forget that we're all the same, even though we're not the same. I feel very comfortable giving people advice because sometimes people come to the advice that people are coming to me from for or whatever is something that I could possibly be going through. So if I'm giving it to you, I'm like, well, baby, this is work for me. Maybe I should just give this to this person because everyone needs a little gem. I'm just saying, so 9 out of 10, so back to Dear Y'all. First of all, a lot of the advice that I gave out on Dear Y'all was about me. Right. So I was just like making it like a broadened horizon, but it was more so catered to me. And I'm just like, well, maybe a bitch is going through this as well. So she could take this and put this and use this and go from there. So that's a little hint about Dear Y'all. I'm just like always talking about something that I'm going through. And I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah. So before we wrap up, I want to know, do you have a favorite, like, what's your list of Tamar's like albums from like the best to the one that you listen to the least? I'm not gonna say the worst because I don't believe, but like the best to like the your least like listen to. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I will say her best album to date is Calling All Lovers. Okay, that's top of the chart. That album deserved every Grammy that was able to be given out to that title or that genre. So Calling All Lovers is definitely at the top. I've done a lot of like him questions where like, what's an album that you do the question thread, like what's an album that you can't live without or you have to bring to a stranded island with you? I'm bringing Calling All Lovers because that just has to, it's just some of her best work.
Undeniably.
Second would be, I'm gonna say Love and War.
Okay.
Because Love and War was like a reintroduction, like reintroducing herself to the music game and her just coming back and was like, listen, certain things didn't work in my career, but this is what I have. And Love and War, honestly, is everyone's favorite song. I knew everyone listened to it. And it was definitely a song created for her, All the Way Home and all those songs. So yeah, Love and War would be second. Third, I'm going to say Bluebird of Happiness.
Okay.
Because my girl is just, that's my girl. But Bluebird of Happiness was really, really dope. I did put it in the third spot, but I love the album. I love all of her albums.
Yeah.
I'm so mad you're making me put these in a list.
We do this to everybody.
Yeah, I love them all.
Everybody.
But yeah. Bluebird of Happiness would be third. Her first album would be fourth, which is Tamar.
Oh
the
yeah,
we forget about that too.
We forget about
if
that.
If you don't want to love me, don't love me. Yeah, that part. And I would say the least album, I guess the less album or the least album that I don't listen. I don't really listen to the Christmas album that much because I'm just like, I ain't in the Christmas spirit all the time.
Yeah,
you know, I ain't always there for Christmas. I mean, I love Christmas, but I'm just like, I don't
know many people who listen to Christmas albums.
I listen to Ariana Grande.
Oh, I listen to Christmas music, but a full album?
Yeah.
I listen to Ariana.
With Let It Snow.
Girls love Ariana Christmas album. My God, today.
She gave us R&B, bitch. That's why I
listen. She did.
I said, about time. Now do that on this next one. Do this on next. Yeah, let's do that. Just also, how do you feel about like what's going on with Tamar? She's been in the media. Like, what are your thoughts and reactions to everything that's been happening?
Okay, so I got when the whole entire thing happened with Tamar and her like suicide attempt, I was out of it. I was like, I think I was on Bigo with my friends, and I believe the news had dropped, and I was just like in another zone. I started playing all of her music, and I was just like very, very quiet, which is very rare for me.
Yeah.
So I was quiet, and it just hit me because I think sometimes people forget how attached we get to these celebrities, and you start to really grow an appreciation for them, or their music helps you throughout the day, or you just grow connected to them. So when that happened to her, I was just like, oh my God, because I myself, I'll say this, I've had some suicide attempts that I thought about, I thought about doing it. And I'm just like, wait a minute, bitch, there's a life and there's things you need to do. And you have, a talent or that ain't the way to do it. But then I have one of my favorite celebrities pulling like something like this or this happening to her. It was just like, wow, okay. Whoa, I need a second because I'm always talking about her. I'm listening to her music. It's just always something that I'm doing, pertaining to her. So it's just like, yeah, that was a lot. It was a lot to hear about.
Yeah. I think for me, hearing about it made her more human, or just like celebrities. Like and it's like, it always, when there are suicidal thoughts or people that attempted and people that actually like that are celebrities, it really goes to show like you do not know, like Robin Williams, like literally you will never know. So just like, understand that these people are human and support them and try to make sure and things of that nature. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, but
yeah.
Thank you. So before we head out, do you have any advice or any like things you want to say for our listeners before we like head off?
If you do anything, and I mean anything, as far as career, as far as life, make sure that you're authentic. Okay, and make sure that you don't let anyone stand in your way, and you never let anyone tell you no, because even if that is a no, it's going to turn into a yes somewhere down the line. And bring a lot of personality. Personality is important. I sometimes say that personality is the key to success. If you pull up to a situation and there's no personality, there's no shine, and no one's like, oh my, who's that? That means you're not doing it right. But make sure that you're always staying authentic to who that is, and never let anyone change that. Because there will be people down the line to be like, oh, you really shouldn't do that because this is bad for your image, or you stick to what you want to do. Ain't nobody changing nothing because you only get one life. And sometimes today and tomorrow is never promised. You never know. So it's just like, do what you have to do to, stay authentic and keep that personality at the top.
Yeah. And you also see the people that have personalities and go very far in their careers and things of that nature. So be mindful of that. Do you have a platform or anything that you want our listeners to subscribe to you on or follow you at? Please give us that information.
Absolutely. First of all, I want to definitely shout out all of my co-hosts and my friends of the podcast, Shout out to Malik, shout out to Aaron, shout out to Laquan. I love you, babies. I'm so excited about the new project we have coming out. I cannot wait for the girls to see. You can check us out at The Him Podcast. We are I wouldn't want to say what day we're releasing episodes because we've been all over the place because we have this new project that we're working on. But you can check us out. We're on all all streaming or podcast streaming apps like Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We're on iHeartRadio and everything. But with me, I want to promote Indie Artist Spotlight. That is on my Instagram, hashtag Indie Artist Spotlight. If you put that in any search box such as Instagram or Twitter, you're gonna find me. You're gonna find the artist that I highlight. Dear Y'all is coming back. I don't know when. Don't put me on. I'm not gonna put a stamp on it because that means I'm gonna have to do it. I
Just let me do that my own time.
I'll be like, girl, it's coming out December 2nd. December 2nd to come. I'll be like, what am I doing?
like
you
it.
know? And you guys can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram as steviederrick_. I'm finding a way to try to get rid of that in underscore, but it's hard because somebody has the username. I'm trying to get their ass suspended. You ain't heard that from me because I ain't want to gossip. But yeah,
get them out of here.
I need them out of here because Stevie Derrick is like needs to be my brand. Like, hello, no one else is doing that. So yeah, you can find me on those platforms, guys.
Well, when the project drops, we would definitely try to reach out to have all of you on Him Podcast on this platform to talk about all of that stuff. We love to support each other. We want to see all of us succeed and things of that nature. But thank you. If you all would like to continue the conversation with me and Devin, my Instagram and Twitter is at _lordevery. That is _LORDEVERY on Instagram and Twitter. Sorry.
You guys can follow me on Instagram at derwinking. That's DERWINKING, and you can follow me on Twitter at Freed Negro. That's FREENEGREAUX.
And if you all would like to continue the conversation on our podcast platform, you can hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at @ThatBlackBoyJoy. And also, if you would like to be a guest or have a conversation with us in our Gmail account information, you can hit us up at thatblackboyjoypodcast@gmail.com and check us out on YouTube. We drop our videos on YouTube and things of that nature, of course. And with that, we want you all to be so in love with who you are and things of that nature. Bye.